Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to Crash Landing with Light. And today, well, first we're going to take a look at this little tree farm. I've got all of my drones set up. We've got one for the trunk, one for the leaves, and one for picking up the stuff. And I had to add a little bit to their program. I'll show you in a second. Come on, grow. Woohoo! Got it on the last bowman. So we'll come down here and watch them do their thing. There you see each of them doing a separate job and making short work of that tree and getting everything into the chest. And wow, it shoots it down there. I added a little bit of a wall over here because I found that when it fires the stuff, it kind of slides a little once it lands. So just having the hopper was not quite enough. Sometimes it would go in, sometimes it wouldn't. With the wall, everything goes in. I added a couple of things in here because I didn't feel like carrying them anymore. But we got quite a few saplings, quite a bit of wood, so that's good. And apparently, we've got weird slime issues. Weird. The thing that I added to the programs was a go-to at the end to tell them where to go afterwards. Because if they did their job in a particular way, they might end where the trunk of the tree used to be, which means when the new tree grows, they're inside the tree. And like any mob, if you stick it inside of a solid block, it'll suffocate and die. I didn't manage to kill any of the drones. I heard them going and ran in and saved them with Perry Mason. So we didn't lose anybody, but yeah, it was something that we needed to keep an eye on. I still haven't updated the program here to stop the blinking, but the blinking's okay. But today I said I was going to have a bit of a secret project that I wasn't going to tell you about last episode. Well, that secret project is a cactus farm. You heard me, a cactus farm. It turns out that unlike every other game ever, Cactus has more of a use than just turning things green. You look in here, and like in the desert, you can squeeze the cactus into a bottle to survive. Oh, apparently you can make cactus soup too. I had no idea. But yeah, I really want it for the water. And I've always wanted to make a cactus farm, but it's just one of those things that there's no reason to have that much cactus. But now there is. I think I'm going to build it over here. So what I'm going to do first is make a nice glass walkway. Now this is the Tinker's Construct clear glass. It has a beautiful connected texture, completely clear, no streaks. It's just a fantastic thing. Makes a nice walkway that you'll be able to see the mobs through if you really want to come out here when there are mobs. I wouldn't recommend it, but you never know. There have been some more issues over at the mob farm. They blew up some of my slime plants. They blew up more of the conveyor belts. It's just bad all around. So I'm going to put an elevator. Yeah, I'm going to put it on the end. I don't really anticipate coming out here when it's dark and dangerous, but you never really know. And in case this takes more time than one would hope, I'm going to dig down. So there's going to be a block here. Enough place to stand here. So I want the elevator here. Okay. Now what I'm... Ooh, not what I meant. Okay. What I'm going to make is a 5x5 hole pretty much all the way down. I've got only one solid building block. Let's grab these just in case we need to make a tiny platform. Okay. So this is going to be a lot of digging. So I will try to explain various things that are going on and what this cactus farm is going to be like. Oh. I also did not craft a few of the things that I need to craft. So we will come back to that hole in a second. It'd be really bad if I got all the way to the bottom and realized I don't have what I need. Oh. That was not the best place to dig into, but so it goes. Okay. Book, book, and a book. So, first off, I need an item valve. So you take the inventory cable, 2 hoppers, and a dropper. So this will pick up the cactus that falls. The other thing that we need would be tons and tons of item ducts. So we'll take our tin and lead. Ooh, how much tin and lead? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That might be enough. Let's see how many that makes. So we put this in the middle. We put this on the outside. Makes, yeah, that should be plenty. And remember the lever. Remember the lever. I need some sticks. No. Tuk, tuk. Okay, so there's that. I always think there's cobble in there, and there never is. All I need is 1 lever. Okay, now we should be good to go. It's going to be 5 by 5 such that we can have a space down the middle, 4 cactuses around it, and just pile that way up. How did you get out here? And you just decide to burn up. Okay, fine by me. So what I was saying, there'll be an empty space in the middle that goes all the way down. Cactuses here, 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 and here, stacked all the way down, such that we've got space around it for them to fall all the way down. I suppose while I was up there, I could have grabbed more solid blocks in case I needed them. It'll be okay. We'll also want one side to be slightly open. So we'll put this at the top telling us that's what that is. And then we'll use this sandstone to entomb ourselves under the dust. We don't want anything falling on our heads while we work. Eventually, I'm going to build an oasis on top of this. A nice... oh, well, that's kind of nice. A nice refuge from the heat and the dust and all that, with a lake, some palm trees, everything you'd expect from an oasis. And that's where all the collection is going to happen. It's going to do... I'm going to use Steve's Factory Manager again, because, as you can tell, I love that mod, to craft the cactuses with the with the bottle to get the water bottles, and then have an automated setup where it refills camel packs that you put on an armor stand. If you watch Generic B's crash landing of this, one of his friends did that, and it's quite an idea. I'm likely not going to use item ducts. They're too finicky for my liking in that particular situation. I've never had much luck with trying to keep things stocked with item ducts. I might be using them wrong. They might just be weird. Either way, Steve's Factory Manager can look inside the armor stand and go, hey, there's an empty thing there. I'll take that away and fill it up for you. And that's what it does. It's pretty sweet. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna do that a lot, aren't I? Oh. I need to not do that, because eventually it'll fall down enough that they'll fall down on my head. And what was the point of putting on a roof if they're still gonna fall on my head? Some of you are probably saying right about now, why don't you have an excavator? Well, excavators do 3x3. And this is 5x5. So I could do the middle, but then I'd have to do some fine tuning around the sides. And yes, it would likely be faster, but also more frustrating. Let's turn these into bone meal. Come in here, fix the shovel. And yes, I did think far enough ahead to bring a way of repairing my shovel, because there was no way my shovel was going to make it all the way down. Brought some potatoes, so I should be good. I've got a lot of camel packs with me. We should be able to make it most, if not all, of the way down. But either way, this digging process is likely to be incredibly boring. So I've talked enough, you've seen me dig. This is what the process is going to be like. Just dig down, dig down, dig down, dig down, dig down, and eventually I'll be at the bottom. For you, it'll be a couple seconds. For me, probably a couple of minutes. I will see you when I'm at the bottom. And here we are at bedrock. All the way down from up there. Did a lot of digging, a lot of repairing. Poor old shovel. Gone through about half a stack of bone meal in the process. So now that we're down here, we're going to have to build everything all the way back up. And we want to get out of here pretty quick because we've used up half of our water. Well, half the project's done, half the water's gone. It's not a bad trade. So what we're going to need is dust to climb up on, sand to put things on. First, we're going to lay a little bit of item duct, and then our item valve goes on top of this, facing up. Oh, interesting. Can't climb up there. So we're going to need an actual block over here such that we can get up to this guy. Now, I do want to run a quick little test to make sure it does what I think it should. So we put that there, we take our crescent hammer and flip that. We take our lever, place it here and flick it. Now, the big test. There it is! Okay, so even if something falls onto the bedrock, this item valve will pick it up. I'm not sure what the point is of having it directional if it picks up things that are behind it, but I'm not going to complain. So the way this farm is going to work, let's get our dust here. So actually, let's put it here. Because it should be fine to put sand here, 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 and here. We'll have a cactus there. It'll be able to grow because there'll be nothing next to it. But we don't necessarily want to put them there right away. Yeah, we'll place the cactuses on our way back down. So what we're going to do is say cactus, empty space, glowstone. And then on top of the glowstone, we place some sand. So we've got cactus, space, glowstone, sand. Now that'll stop the cactus from growing. And now we need one over here to break it. And then we can get rid of the dust. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Glowstone on top. There's already a glowstone here, so we put a glowstone here. Dig, 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 rinse, repeat. Oh, and we place our sand on top of the glowstone. Whoops. And I'm probably going to do that quite a bit, so there might be a significant amount of sand waiting for me at the bottom, or if this takes more than 5 minutes, there won't be. If you're not aware of how the cactus breaking process works, if there is anything in a block next to a cactus, the cactus breaks. It can still grow into that space, but it'll break once it's there. So the way this is going to work, they'll grow, they'll break, they'll fall, they get sucked in. Now, all I have to do is repeat this all the way to the top. Again, this will take a little while for me. For you, it'll be nigh on instantaneous. Let me put my pick out here because I want to get rid of the nooks that I put in the walls. So I'm going to cut it here. I will be right back. And here we are at the top. Here's that elevator block, and we've done a whole lot of stuff in putting sand on top of glowstone. And now it's time to do the last bit, putting in the cactuses. This is probably just as simple as you would expect. You place the cactuses, you dig down a bit, keep an eye out for any glowstone on the walls, place some more cactus, and keep on digging. Now this is also a very repetitive and boring process, so I'm going to cut it here, and I'll be back with you in just a second. And we're back. I found a little problem with the design. This guy only has a range of 3 by 3, so anything that falls off to the sides here will not end up in that device. So I'm going to go up top, we're going to come back down. How that's going to happen is on item ducts. Ooh, running low on water. So I'll also pick up a little bit of water while I'm up there. We'll let that run out first. So the way we're going to get up and back down is with the item ducts. You can use them as a great little elevator, I think. Yeah. Because you just hold down right click and jump, and you'll make your way up. And on the way back down, you can use your crescent hammer to break them as you fall. Now, you don't want to break them too fast because, well, then you'll take fall damage and die. Not a good play. So what I'm going to do is put a little layer of dust at the bottom. I'll grab one of my pneumatic servos and put it in the item duct so I don't need a lever. And then, let's see. Everything that's up there is inside the mob trap. At least for now. Ooh, it doesn't look nice out, though. I guess it's raining. Okay. So let's block that back up. And to make this work, we're going to need 4 buckets. Let's grab some iron, throw some dust in here. We're not going to need it. Fairly certain I've got 3 buckets in here. We'll make another one. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I would cut it, but we've cut enough this episode. I'll show you what I do in here. I do wonder where my pneumatic servos are, though. They might be back over in the other place. I thought I got one early enough that I would have it over here. It's looking like that's not the case. So I will need to run back to the other place before hopping back down. But for now, oh, 1, a 2. And every now and then, this thing eats one of my bottles. I don't know why. And this time I caught it on camera. So now I know I had 3 bottles and then I had 2 bottles. That's no good. And you might be wondering why I would waste water at the bottom of the thing to push it towards the item valve. Well, I'm not gonna. I don't feel the need to waste water on it. I'm gonna waste something I've got way more than I need of, that flows and doesn't destroy items. Mob essence. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And we really need to sleep so that things don't try to kill us when we go out there. Ow. Oh, right. I probably should have taken the elevator. Oh, well. It's okay. Up we go. Sleep we must. Okay, so we got these for down at the bottom. In our bag of holding, we've got more dust than we know what to do with. Let's put a few other things in there for now. We will need this to get down. We'll use these to move across. That'll be good. Ooh, pneumatic servo. That's what I wanted. Oh, there they are. I know I've got more than that, but just need the one for now. Okay, I just need to make sure that the skelly over there doesn't shoot me. And down we go. Whew. Okay, so we'll take this, build our way over. Precarious farm, isn't it? And then you can shift right click on the item valves to just pick them up. It's not the fastest elevator in the world, but it's effective. Okay, and now that we're here, grab this dust. We'll get rid of the excess glowstone. This is necessary to hold up that sand. So we'll leave those. And now we take our pneumatic servo and install it here. We're going to blacklist nothing and turn it always on. There's plenty of light down here, so we don't need to worry about anything spawning down here. Bedrock would have been nice to be absolutely certain, but we don't need that level of certainty. Ooh, that stack is gone. Let's open up the bag, pull out some more dust. Actually, we're gonna saw something up as well, such that nothing can get. Should probably put them all the way down. I wonder if I can saw dust. That would be entertaining. What do you say? No, of course not. I would only get 8 covers out of that. Could saw dirt, but that's a serious waste of dirt. Fairly confident I can't saw sand. Nope. So I might end up coming back down here and putting covers all the way along here such that nothing from here can get in there. But for now, I don't need it to be 100% effective or efficient because, well, it's a cactus farm. It's never gonna be 100% efficient. There's always a chance of it pushing, popping the new cactus out directly onto itself, and cactuses do destroy items, so they end up destroying themselves. And let's see, we're not going to test, we're just going to take it on faith because it doesn't have anywhere to send it anyway. Now we bounce all the way back up. City bounce, 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 bounce. Okay, so we're back here. I'm gonna get rid of this one and that one and block this back up because there's no reason to have that there just yet. This is a perfectly reasonable place, and it turns out we don't have the appropriate glowstone here. That's weird. So what we need is glowstone here. Let's put one on that side of that side of that, and then this side of this. Voila! Now we take our chest and put it on top of that. And then slowly but surely, we should get some cactus in here. And now we've got ourselves at least a mostly working cactus farm. And a creeper standing right on top of our head. That was all I planned for this episode. We now have ourselves a cactus farm. I'll do some testing, see what the rates are like. Let's see if anything's come in yet. Nope. Let's chuck a cactus over the side. And hope. But that really is all the time I've got. This is the only thing I was planning on building. Next time, no idea what I'm going to do. Probably involves a tesseract, but we'll see. But that's all we've got for this episode of Crash Landing. I will catch you in the next episode.